international border. We are shifting focus now towards the IndiGo crisis. IndiGo's board has approved the appointment of Chief Aviation Advisors LLC, led by Captain John Illson, veteran aviation expert, to conduct an independent expert review and assessment of the recent operational disruption and the contributing factors. The objective is to conduct an independent root cause analysis of the recent operational disruption, besides opportunities for improvement. This decision follows the recommendation of the Crisis Management Group constituted by the IndiGo board. As part of its assessment, the CMG advised commissioning an independent expert review in the matter. With the board's approval now in place, the review will begin at the earliest, and the independent expert reviewer will submit a comprehensive report to the board upon completion. Joining us on the broadcast is my colleague Aditya Vadhavan with more on this. Aditya, IndiGo's board has approved the appointment of a Chief Aviation Advisors, and we are getting to know that this will be led by Captain John Illson. What more details do you have on that front? Aditya, if you can hear us, we are talking about IndiGo's board which has approved the appointment of Chief Aviation Advisors. All right, so we believe that this team actually will review and assess the recent operational disruption and the contributing factors of what actually led to the IndiGo crisis over the past 2 weeks. You have to remember that the objective is to conduct an independent root cause analysis of this recent operational disruption that the airline faced. They will also recommend opportunities on how things could be made better. Now, this decision is actually after there was a recommendation by the Crisis Management Group of the IndiGo board, and as part of the assessment, the Crisis Management Group actually advised that you should form an independent expert review in the matter. They have also stated that this board will actually submit a report, and this comprehensive report will be submitted to IndiGo's board after they have completed the investigation into this entire crisis that actually took place in the airline. Joining us on the broadcast is my colleague Anand Singh with more on this. Anand, we are talking about IndiGo's board actually approving Chief Aviation Advisors. They are said to look at what actually led to that disaster.
Just when you look, even as IndiGo faced one of the worst crises in the last 2 weeks, so clearly we saw that how more than 4,500 flights were cancelled just in a span of a week. So clearly, looking at the way in which this complete fiasco turned out, so clearly IndiGo has now decided to engage external aviation expert in the form of Captain John Illson. So clearly, he's said to be a veteran aviation expert, and according to IndiGo, he will be conducting an independent expert review and assessment of the recent operational disruption and the contributing factors that led to such a crisis in IndiGo's operation, where we have seen that how several thousands of air travel cancelled, the flights were cancelled, and passengers were left stranded at several of the airports, not only across India but also in several other countries. So clearly, the board has decided that it is as per the recommendation of the Crisis Management Group constituted by the IndiGo board, and as part of its assessment, the CMG advised commissioning an independent expert review in the matter. And with the board's approval now in place, the review will begin at the earliest, and the independent expert reviewer will submit a comprehensive report to the board upon completion of its task. So clearly, IndiGo, which has come under fire from even Ministry of Civil Aviation as well as from the DGC, which has also curtailed 10% of the IndiGo's operations across all sectors, looking at the way in which they could not meet the requirements, as it has said that it will be operating 403 aircraft, whereas it was only managed to do 345 maximum. So clearly, now the expert review will see all the scenarios that why such a fiasco, why such a crisis erupted in operations of IndiGo that led to cancellations of thousands of flights in the last few weeks. Back to you, Kumar.
All right. Thank you so much, Anand, for giving us that update on the IndiGo crisis.